not just about diverse ways of collecting new data. There are lots of ways we can collect big data by measuring things very fast or very often or with very large sensors. I think it's really about creating information from data. So the usage of semantics, the usage of meaning in our geoinformation systems, I think that's critical to our information management here in Rotterdam. Rotterdam is not just a big city here in the Netherlands, it's also a port city, has the largest port in Europe. We have a very large GIS department, and we also need to do a lot of innovation with geodata. Well, Rotterdam is situated in a large delta area, as is much of the Netherlands. So our city roads are sinking at a certain rate. Each year, perhaps a centimeter, our roads are sinking. Which means we have a lot of maintenance to keep all those infrastructures in our city up to date. There's a lot of work we need to do, a lot of projects outside. For me, a smart city is a city where information is not just available, but it's also findable and you can share it, and it's also intelligent. So people are able to use information, perhaps even without knowing. Well, for us there are a couple of infrastructures in our city that are quite critical. Mobility, for example, is one of them, but also the information highway. We have lots of work making sure that everybody will get in time to his job, to his recreation, travel around the city, for example, which is a big challenge, and it has been for a long time. There is another challenge actually as well, and that's the usage of, for example, underground space. So we have lots of data on underground cables and pipes and zones, regulations. And we need to try to find ways not just to build up, but also to build down and to make optimal uses of our underground structures as well. Especially the fact that you create location intelligence. So it's not just about information systems, but it's really about geoinformation systems. Location is a unique way to sort and challenge our data. It's also a very recognizable way. So an everyday person will simply be able to understand, to find, to create, but also to use data when it's tagged to location. This is really a very important assumption, a very important attribute, and it's also, I think, the way to success for smart cities.